I accidentally switched tabs, so it stopped recording. So welcome back. I was trying. I'm holding Alt because that's my run button. And I was trying to open up my menu while running, to use my menu, but that is Alt tab, which alternates the tab. It's shock right now.
Yeah, you should be able to find
Where the hell is this guy now? He's gonna like ambush jump me.
that. He's probably too pooped from having a little scan. There you go.
Yes.
Sure. There you go.
I don't know what starts the animation. There it is.
There you go.
That is satisfying. His body's flying. I'm gonna absorb it from here. That wasn't intentional, I guess. What can you expect when you make a quest mod in Skyrim?
I'm waiting for someone to somehow like ride him like a surfboard down the hill, right? That'll be hysterical.
There's buttons. There's mods that add a button that lets you ragdoll on command, which is pretty fun. This guy has Jean Philip's sword. I could use that while having the magics. That way I could,
How much damage was that?
The market price of Jean Philip's sword. Oh yeah, I have a mod that affects the economy. It's called supply and demand, which I also have that the bandit economy combination mod with all the Nords shit. So if you sell stuff, it'll change the value of it as well as making it accessible to certain factions, which is pretty cool.
Right, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Really, it's like high fives to the folks that put that together. It's fantastic. You have to strike pretty fast. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my.
If I switch this to my left hand, can I? No, I can't. There's no. I guess that's just mods I've used before. I'm used to being able to block while still having my other hand open, but I guess that's just part of a combat mod I used to have.
Oh yeah. I mean, in vanilla, it lets you do it only if your left hand is unoccupied.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
For the longest time when I played on PS3 version, my screen was not the right size for like Skyrim, and things are cut off, so I couldn't see the controls on it. So I didn't even know you could dual wield.
Gosh. Oh.
Yeah. I never learned that. I never learned that you could choose to equip something in a hand. I just knew you could equip it using a button. So, yeah.
Whole new world open up here, right?
I was like, wait a minute, you could. I showed it to them as soon as I found it by mistake because I couldn't. There was no way of me actually finding it. So when I found it by mistake, I was like, "This is so cool! I found a secret!" And I was like with friends and stuff. So like, they're like, "Wait a minute, how'd you do that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm awesome." But
Yeah, it's funny to remember this. You're talking about the PS3, how this game is like 9 years old this year, right?
yeah, it's crazy how old this shit is, and it still holds up amazing, especially with like amazing mod designers such as yourself. Not to toot your own horn.
I wasn't fishing for compliments, but
that's not a euphemism, by the way.
That's oh god, not that kind of podcast, right? No, that's
I guess
very
this is
fair.
more
So,
like
yeah,
a podcast.
Yes, I guess yeah. It's not that kind of let's play or playthrough. Honestly, yeah, like I've seen some fantastic stuff that modders have brought to the game. You can't ollie off that like a skateboard, right? I mean,
There's a mod that adds a rideable wheel cart basically that acts like a skateboard. I saw it on MXR mods. So
hey,
he showed this mod. He's like, "This is the best thing ever." He says it every week, pretty much. He doesn't actually say that quote for quote, but like he talks up every mod.
it's part of the thing is like you gotta get hyped about it, right? But yeah, no, I mean, seeing what the modding community brings here and how in so many ways this is kept up with a lot of AAA games, and honestly, like in some cases, looks better and plays better than a lot of new AAA games. And
Especially if you crazily mod this shit up on like your NASA computer and all that.
Yeah, once I get my beast back up and running, I'll be okay.
I should really go now.
Why do people say that type of shit? They go up to you and say, "I can't talk right now."
Some of the stuff, some of the barks, I guess that's the game designer.
I wouldn't mind if they talked behind your back if it made sense for them to do so, but like they're saying like, "I don't want to talk to you." Then why are you?
Yeah, I gotta say that's one thing that really impressed me about The Witcher 3 was the size of the cities, and then how they had NPCs in there to really make it feel alive, but it wasn't all this same behavior that we saw with Skyrim, where basically everyone comes up and they have to talk to. Yeah, that's right. that's all you get is your dignified burial, right?
There's a quest here, but it says that he's somewhere in Falkreath Town. But I guess in order to finish the quest, I had to do it normally. But oh well, maybe I'll never find another immortal again, or maybe I have to go back to the original guy and tell him that I have his powers. Do I get boon of
What do you
magicka?
get for
Apparently the boons only last for 99 days. Weird.
off the ground, right? Are there any immortal powers that you get after like?
I'm trying to see.
Yeah, I saw immortal.
Oh, you are immortal, which is resist disease, resist poison, and and what else?
I mean, to be honest, nothing
And
else has tried to kill you
water
so far.
breathing comes from being an immortal too.
Like nothing else has tried to kill you or come close to killing you. I don't think you fought anything besides immortals here. So
Yeah.
it will be interesting to see if you look for trouble with anybody, if just a normal
I
peasant.
don't think it actually makes you immortal, but I could toggle immortal mode. That's a command. How do I do that? I forget. Toggle.
Yeah.
Oh, TIM. Not immortal mode enabled. Okay, so that basically means that you can still use all stamina and magic and all that stuff, but you can't die. I've actually, if you're in immortal mode, you won't get that glitch where if you resurrect yourself and you get your head cut off, but I think you will have your head cut off if you're in immortal mode. But
Yeah,
that also won't affect the mod because it does it looks like it does certain special scripts to make you die because it says there can be only one and then your game resets basically.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah,
I still don't know if the crashing is intentional. That'd be funny as hell.
gets you out of the game, right? Like I said, just like Undertale.
You lost the game. You lost the gathering. All right. I guess
Level 1, right?
I think I can start the main quest by going to Helgen. And I don't know if I can fast travel to it. Yeah, I can fast travel to it to start. What the hell is going on with the map? It's weird.
Oh.
Weird.
Okay, that's an interesting cloud text. Sure.
I am not sure what's doing that actually.
That's something from. I don't know if that's a theme from.
Doesn't look like a theme.
Looks like
You
something.
For me, it's like real. It's not like probably as shitty looking quality as it is for you because the whole thing. But they're like very distinct rainbow lines. Weird.
Yeah, no, I can. Thankfully, I can still see the lines and stuff. But yeah, that's really weird. I can't even think of JPEGing. I don't think so. Even if you had a JPEG, like it wouldn't necessarily make rainbow lines or something like that, right?
What the hell just happened here? I am not able to go. What the hell is going on? Okay. When I had my weapons out, I was having a hard time moving left and right. Weird. I realize the hand magic idol looks pretty interesting. Like, do you see that when you're moving? There's a bit of a movement to that magic.
Yeah, it kind of contracts his hand a little bit. Honestly, like I feel kind of bad. I don't think I've. to be honest, I don't think I've ever played Skyrim outside of the first character that I made to actually experience the game. I never played Argonian or any of the group because the modding itself got so interesting, got so captivating. It just all became focused on just that. So
that's valid.
It's kind of interesting to see, like, even through someone else's playthrough, there's still aspects of the game where, like, just like you said, you can admire the sheen they have on the scales from the angled light. Like, they went through that much trouble to put the different, like, to do the bump maps to the scales, and also to do the sheen on there for different angles of light. That's some really good detail.
Yeah, definitely. I guess for a podcast, this isn't super high quality. I love seeing your pop-ups.
Little warnings about stuff that's happening in the background. Yeah.
Hey, just so you know, the Forsworn did something. I don't know how you know this, but we're gonna tell you.
That's a great point because I really waffled, like debated about, how am I gonna telegraph this to the player? Because if you don't have the information there, how do they even know your mod's working?
That's true.
Saw that, I was like, well, it feels artificial. It feels like they're getting information because they're the player character, right? It's kind of like, you know, the old school D&D mods where like the whole, you know, the revolves around the character. You know, the old school stuff from like the 1970s and 80s, right? So it's a big debate about, you know, is it better to telegraph or not telegraph? Honestly, at the end of the day, I'd rather players understand.
It rolled all the way down. And it's still
You're
moving.
so nonchalant.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Any problem here, sir?
It's time to roll out. It seems to have a consistent movement. It's not just gonna stop for some reason. Weird.
We've seen the Skyrim air quotes physics engine, right, do its magic before, so yeah.
Yes, I would actually put the Skyrim in the air quotes there because this is pretty much the same engine as the other games too.
Yeah.
This is a funny looking Oblivion texture pack, huh?
Honestly, the guys have gone. I've seen some people that are still doing Oblivion and even Morrowind playthroughs right now. Well, I guess the Oblivion's the older one. And
Let's start the story.
people are still going strong there. They're still trying to crank out new stuff, new content for those games too. So, you know, kudos to the people that are in love that much to, you know, to still. Here we go. New content for those old engines. Hell went down here.
I forget if I have. Yeah, look, that's a pretty cool thing. There's a mod that adds like pretty much you can build with ice and you can burn stuff with fire pretty much down. It's pretty dope, to be honest.
Oh, I do remember seeing something like that. Yeah, again,
There's so many mods like that. If you add all of them, they work together somehow, and it's really cool.
It just shows like the that is some beautiful attention to detail. Someone that's a labor of love for someone to do all the impact data sets like that. Like that's a lot of work.
I'm not actually sure.
This is a great question.
This is
a great question for you while we're playing. Like when you see the kind of telegraphed activity of the different organic factions and stuff, do you see that as a value add for your game? Like, do you feel like, oh, I you know, because it's occasional. Right?
I personally, if I had the option, I would keep it on, but it would be cool if it was an option versus some more immersive type deal. How do I get through this? Jeez. Had to glitch because I didn't jump properly from here.
Oh, you're like, yeah. Halfway stuck in the banister thing.
Do I have to go again? Apparently, it doesn't look like I take fall damage. That's pretty cool. But if there was some immersive way of telling, like, I missed again. Whoops. I hope there's not an invisible wall there somehow. But if it had an immersive way of telling me, I think that would be pretty neat. As in, like seeing, like, maybe seeing more of a presence. There we go. These are one of the rarest things in Skyrim, I'm pretty sure, actually. Mead with Juniper Berry, you can only get them in Helgen, and nobody ever comes back here, so people rarely ever have them. And I thought that was a really cool attention to detail, considering you can't loot, so you can only get it if you get back here and retrace your path.
Right. And, I think someone did a thing in real life where like they were like that many juniper berries they have in the pies or they would actually kill you. Like they're actually kind of toxic.
Well, I mean, the people of Skyrim are tough.
I guess, right? Take that liver.
Take that, liver rolls.
But yeah, I was thinking of having like a town crier, or maybe like, you know, you put there are more skulls out. Maybe the Forsworn put more like heads on skulls around places. So there's kind of a visual cue when you go in the area, like, oh crap, what is going on here? What's all these grotesque mutilated body pieces everywhere? That kind of thing. But those are still options, and I could always go back and tune those things a little bit. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, I can jump when I'm holding something, but it seems to be delayed almost. Weird. It's probably me clipping and not allowing me to jump. But yeah, I think that would be interesting to see them have more of a natural world effect that you could actually miss if you wanted to miss.
Yeah, because for the new organic factions light that I put together, it's still still has the option for folks to put in a message. So it basically only triggers a message if a major, like whatever actor you decide is important, if they die or get resurrected, and that's only triggered if you go in that area again. So the light version of it, like you only get the effect of it if you happen to traverse in an area that would be impacted by the yeah, just because I don't have sound.
Oh, this is. Oh, wait. Oh, that stuff on the map looks like it's fog that's corrupted somehow. That's what the fog looks like. Look at that.
Like the oil sheen. Oh, hey, yeah. Weird.
I guess that's the real fog of war, huh? Little reference for anyone who gets that joke that probably doesn't make sense to the target audience.
I'm sure some people played either played StarCraft or Warcraft, or they know about the actual origin of that term or something. I think so. I do wonder if that texture was actually replaced, or if actually it's like in one mod it got corrupted or something. Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, it looks like it.
It's definitely an interesting effect. It's Squizzard vision. Oh wow. Oh, this guy's.
That's right.
Guy's just standing here, huh?
As you do in a fort that's burning to the ground, kind of just look with your back to the wall. Oh, okay. Oh boy.
No, I'll have yours. He said, "I'll have your head." Gosh, it's weird. This should have the main quest start. It typically does.
Need something?
Yeah, I need you to start the main quest. Also, this chain is purple for some reason.
Yeah, that's usually like a missing texture of
It's Squizzard vision.
that powerful. You can see through the false pieces of reality.
Yeah,
right.
he knows that he knows these chains are what shackle us to this realm.
Exactly, your consciousness.
And the fog clouds are vision. Look at this. Wait, it looks like this looks like the stuff on the map. This looks like how it's supposed to look, doesn't it?
I wonder if somehow one of the mods actually swapped some textures or something. I couldn't tell you, man.
I couldn't tell you. I think there's a mod that makes these chains like act like chains, where you could like swing these around and they would move on them.
You know, they might have a physics thing like that. Chains are notoriously difficult to model in any physics anything. Any kind of rope or basically stuff that's in segments in the ass. So I wouldn't be surprised that default engine or a lot of the core stuff didn't bother with it just because it's so painful to do that kind of thing.
I'm gonna be real. I'll probably have a little bit of trouble with this, despite it being designed for people at level like 0, 1 type shit. Is there gonna be people in here? No, there's nobody here except
you don't have
glitches.
your backup, right?
What do I have?
You don't have your backup. You don't have your other people there to tank hits or to
yeah, that's weird.
Flicker in there with the texture.
You can see the 2D plane of it. That's odd. it's still Squizzard vision. That's all. Oh wow, look at that.
Except our new reality.
It does not want me going there.
TCL through that?
Yeah. I guess the only way to start the main quest would be to go to Dragon's Reach, I guess.
Well, I mean, when you do the alternative start, I thought they do a lot of the quest stuff in the background, so you don't have to retrace the steps.
I thought with this one though that you could start the main quest by teleporting to Helgen. That's why I gave it as an auto transport spot.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise it would just say discover the location because it's basing it off an alternate start, so that means you would never be there. So it wouldn't let you fast travel there for no reason. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just having a lot of mods that are interfering with each other's scripts or somehow.
I mean, honestly, what you're talking about right now.
Nobody likes the main quest anyway, so I mean, won't be missing out much. Who plays the main quest?
Oh no, I'm the chosen one, the only one that can. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. This guy, what do you need? Lettuce? Okay. Yeah, I can just leave, so it's not forcing me to stay in here either.
Back to previous conversation thread, like, really got me. What really hooked me into Skyrim was like when I started playing it. Was the fact that I didn't have to care at all about the main quest, right? That was so huge that I didn't have to only go along. You're the chosen one, and every other side quest was some little tiny rinky-dink thing, right? Was just this little a 2-room dungeon or something, and the only meat and potatoes was the actual main quest. The fact that it had so many alternative options, that's what really kind of seduced me into playing this game more than the main premise, the main storyline. You're the chosen one that can punch dragons. Great, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because
The fact that you don't have to do that shit.
Yeah, you're like that's nice, cool, whatever. Like, F off.
Yeah, I'm Dragonborn, whatever.
And that's the thing is like, me and my friends have a lot of conversations along these lines. It's like, how many times can you hear that premise? How many times can you watch that movie? How many times can you read that book where it's, oh, you're the chosen one from days of old, and your ancestor was the one who blah 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 blah. Like, I've heard this before, kind of thing, right? How many times can you hear that?
You are so special. Get in the special line.
Right, yeah.
There are 2 other protagonists that are special ahead of you. Oh, I guess that I guess that's one of the starting locations. I could start here in front of Helgen.
Oh, hey. Good
And these also allow you access back into the realm if you really want. If you want to get more lore and stuff, they're permanently here. Which is not super immersive, considering that no one would ever talk about these giant floating crystals that if you touch, they teleport you to some strange realm. You feel like people would be like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on?
Maybe it's more Squizzard vision. Oh, I didn't realize.
Only Squizzard can see that.
So clearly. That's right. He's special. That's his, his secret power is self-delusion to the point where he sees crystals floating in the air, right?
I'm the special one.
Can't you see the crystals? And
Can't you see the crystals?
Only me?
The dragons, I swear, they're real.
Like that. That's nice, yes. Your special milk, Squizzard. Okay, yeah, time to go to bed.
I'm a special Squizzard. Yeah, whatever.
Your bugs. Time to go to bed.
Fine.
Come on, here. If you're good, we'll give you your cockroaches, right? You just have to be extra cooperative tonight. Come on, we talked about this.
That is not a euphemism. Wolves don't seem. Oh yeah, I think I have the Savage Wolves mod. Oh, not Savage. I have the Savage mod, which overhauls and makes all animals act differently. So they're not just gonna run at me because I'm here. They're gonna protect their territory.
So didn't you also have that mod? Is it a shout that makes all animals nearby kind of?
I think that too, but I don't think it's a shout. I think it's just an effect that I have on me. But look at that water. It's weird too. I think I do have Squizzard vision, or otherwise I can't explain that.
Oh, you made it to Riverwood alive, which honestly is an accomplishment considering you're still level 1.
Yeah, definitely. I hope I don't hear one of the sound of an immortal.
Yeah, no kidding.
My favorite first follower is typically Fendel, so I'm gonna get him.
Riverwood's agreeable. He thinks his
Do you usually get Savan or Fendel as your first Riverwood follower?
I've been thinking.
When I actually played, what did I end up doing? I didn't get a follower till I got Leah, and then I would.
Oh shit!
I treated her like the usual terrible kind of pack mule situation, where I was just like, just carry the shit, and kind of took advantage of that one bug where if you drop stuff on the ground and then order them to pick it up, they effectively have unlimited carrying capacity.
That has to be one. That's definitely one. I'm not gonna talk to him. I'm just gonna get Fendel and maybe
that dude.
Yeah, the sound went off, so it does a really good job at portraying. My golden claw was stolen. Go do the main quest and get me my gold claw.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Maybe you could talk some
Only a complete stranger would come and get this incredibly valuable artifact from a strange place. Do that, yeah, sure.
You can tell Sven that he already has a mother. not speaking to him anymore.
Sweet. I don't care about your love triangle.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire.